Uncle Drummer TV, rules for your brains, rules for your heart, never complains.
Yeah, what's happening, people? It's your boy Uncle Drumz, the man of the hour. There, secret location with the man himself, the legendary, the original Cecil Reuben. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, greetings everyone, blessed love all the while. It's a secret location. This is my sound headquarters, Revelation Music headquarters, you know?
Alright, blessed. Alright, so life's treating you good, everything's good though, Father?
Well, give thanks for life, you know, give thanks to the Almighty for giving us strength and power, you know, for go through another day, you know?
All day. Alright, brother, let's get into it, yeah?
Yeah, man, bless up.
We know that you're an original Brixtonite, original Pan-Africanist, yeah, an original soundman. So can you give the public a little briefing on how all three of those subjects started for you as a young man in England?
Well, me as a man, I love sound system. I always say sound system is my first love, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, you know, because a lot of people know me as a promoter, this and big shows and all that. But sound system is my first love. I always love sound system. Sound system is what really started me off in the business, you know.
Yes.
As a young youth, you know, me used to always go and listen to sound system and follow sound and even lift up other people's boxes as a young youth, you know.
Yeah.
And I realized, well, boy, I love the thing that much that I want to have my own, you know.
Trust me.
So eventually I built up a little sound, you know. I used to call the sound Duke Cecil. We used to play in a little house parties and them thing there, you know. Back in the 70s and them thing there, you know. And, you know, but although I used to play in the house parties, I was always more conscious-minded than a lot of the other sound man them, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, and I used to go out everywhere, play my little sound and all that, but I used to find that nobody now give me no work. So what happened, I used to start promoting my own dances, you know, with my sound.
Yes.
And maybe that's what really dragged me into the promotion line, because I was forced to, you know, just so my sound could work out, you know. And, you know, as a sound man, little sound man over the years, I play all about the place, and, you know, 3 times I changed my sound name, you know. First it was Duke Cecil, then we went to Jah Cecil, you know, and then I had his name King Rastafari sound, you know.
Same.
And now it's Revelation Music.
Yeah. So it's evolved into 3 different names.
Yeah, man, over the period of time, from the 70s come up till now, you know.
So have you got the same followers from the first name to the second name to the third name now?
Well, I've got a lot of people who was with me from them time, they're still there with me right here now, still, you know. But, you know, from the 70s, you know, a lot of people who all know, and kind of, some of them know even there in the music thing, some probably dead, and some probably are too old and even go and dance again. But that was from the first time of Duke Cecil. But from Revelation days, I still move with a few of the same bridging them from them time they still, you know.
Yes.
Man like MC Trooper, you know, and Brother Culture and them thing there, you know.
Yeah. Ooh, Brother Culture, the artist.
Yeah.
Big. All right, so when we talk about Pan-Africanists now, how did you really fall into that?
Well, Pan-Africanism is a form of African-minded subject, you really mean, you know. Well, you know, when I didn't get my congregation and become a Rasta man,
yes,
you know, that's where my African awareness really started, you know. And that is when I really started my sound as Jah Cecil.
Okay.
Because at first it was Duke Cecil, you know.
Yes.
Because a lot of sound used to name Duke Reed, the Duke this, and Count that and Count this. And I was Duke Cecil. But becoming more African awareness, I changed it to Jah Cecil, you know.
Yes.
I started to become more cultural minded, you know.
Yeah.
Through the influence of Rastafari, you know.
Yes. And,
you know, a lot of my influence came from, you know, the early days, from like in the 70s, 72, 73 coming down, you know. And one of my biggest influence was Big Youth.
All right, yes.
Yeah, Big Youth, the artist, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I always say him is my mentor when it came to even Rastafari, you understand? Because listening to Jah Youth, he gave me the inspiration to even seek Rastafari further, you know.
Most definitely.
Yeah, the great Big Youth.
Bless up. And when you're talking about the level from a Brixtonite now.
Well, as a Brixtonite, I was always in Brixton, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, from ever come to England, I Brixton with them. I never did nowhere else. I never lived nowhere else but Brixton. So I have to say me as a Brixtonian, original Brixtonian.
Yes, yes.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
And most of my activities is always in Brixton.
That's right.
You understand? So I would be class myself as an original Brixtonian. Because everybody in Brixton know me.
What? So them times there when it was the sound and all that, and when you was young, yeah. What was Brixton like, you know, unity-wise? What was it like unity-wise for black and brown people?
Well, them days there, you know, it's like, you know, it's kind of different from now because as a black man growing up, especially in England and these things, you know, you have to kind of stand firm because there was a lot of racism in those times, you know.
Yeah.
And during those days, there was a lot of riots. I think we'd have 2 big riots.
Yeah, that's right.
Brixton at those times, and because of police brutality and police discrimination against black people.
Terry Gross and all them lot, innit?
Yeah. And it really was the Rasta man who defend the black thing in those times because we as Rasta youth at them time, we used to go out and defend black culture.
Yes.
You understand? Because them time a lot of the black youths them never really have no culture or nothing. You understand? So they looked up to we as Rasta youths to kind of defend the black culture.
Yes.
You know, and you know, as a Rasta man them time we used to get target.
Okay.
You understand? Because we hear and we style and the weed smoking and those things, you know, and we's the one who defend it, you know. Yeah.
So them times there, to be a Rasta, you wasn't really getting no work and anything there, or you could get work.
Well, a lot of Rasta man they get discrimination for jobs because of them here.
Yeah.
It's mostly the hair thing, because a lot of people never employ man with dreadlocks. They use the dreadlocks as an excuse not to employ a man because them say you can't wear your hat, your hair cannot be long, and all these kind of things, you know. Yeah. So Rasta they get a lot of discrimination with work.
All right. Next question I want to say to you right now is, looking back at you up until now, you've always been a person that's strong, very, very, very strong in your culture. Yeah? And was that something that was passed down to you, or was that something that just came from you? How did you remain so strong in your culture as a brown and black man? How do you remain so strong in that?
Well, like I said, Rastafari had a lot of influence upon that, you know, because from I accepted the Rastafarian faith.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was influenced by a lot of the black leaders before me or nothing like that.
Okay.
You know, it was more my inauguration as becoming a Rasta man because I done a lot of studying, a lot of reading and studying on black culture through being a Rasta man, you know.
Yes.
And like I said, Big Youth was one of my influence, you know, the things he used to say in his records, because he used to buy a whole heap of Big Youth record and listen to, you know. And most of my tune where I used to buy was more roots culture tune.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of the reggae artists who was cultural influenced me. A lot of them time, more than actually a lot of the black leaders, you know, because I wasn't a man who used to read a lot of books about black culture and thing, you know.
Yeah.
And just the daily living of black man in general kind of strengthened me.
Yes.
In ways of how I go about my daily living, you know. And then as I become a Rasta man, well, I started to read my Bible as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because back in them days, you know, as a Rasta man, I met a little man. We call him Vernon Carrington. A lot of people call him Gad man. He's a man from Jamaica, and he was one of my influence still, as he used to teach me about the Bible. And he told me that read the Bible a chapter a day. He said, if you read it a chapter a day, it will take you 3 years and 6 months to finish the book. You understand? Which I done, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not easy to read the Bible a chapter a day, you know? Because I remember 3 years and 6 months it take to finish it. And it's not easy to read it every day because sometimes you miss and think. But him say if you miss a day, don't worry, just carry on as where you left off.
Yeah, yeah.
But you must read it a chapter a day. Don't read it from the beginning to the middle or the middle to the end like a lot of people tell you in church. Just read it from the beginning to the end, one chapter a day. And I've done that. It took me 3 years and 6 months. And I'll tell you something, that showed me a lot of things. That really was one of my biggest spiritual upliftment.
Yeah.
Reading the Bible a chapter a day. Because when I read Genesis 22, not Genesis, Revelation 22, spiritually it took me right back to Genesis 1.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
and he also told me that when you finish the Bible, don't stop, just carry on reading it. And I kept reading it, and to this day, I'm still doing it. And I must have read my Bible about 6 times now.
Wow.
You know, a chapter a day, I finish it off. So about 6 times I finish read the Bible, about 1 chapter a day.
so let me ask you something. See, now you've read it. Do you understand it?
I understand it because I see myself as a Bible student.
That's good.
That means, in a sense, that nobody can tell me anything about the Bible because I've read it. And if you haven't read it, you can't come tell me nothing about it because I have read it. And I've not read it once, I've read it 6 times. And I haven't just read it just like how people read it, just come open it and just read this on this. So I've actually read it from the beginning to the end. Yeah. 1 chapter every day, patiently. Because it's a spiritual training, you know.
Yes.
It's a spiritual training because you'll find that it opens your heavens to a lot of things. A lot of people say, well, is white man write the Bible and this and that? And of course, maybe so, but somebody have to write it and translate it. But I know, say, a lot of things in the Bible is true because I'm a man who went to Ethiopia myself, and Ethiopia have one of the oldest versions of the Bible.
Yes.
And I went to Ethiopia, and I went into His Majesty Church, which was a Trinity Church, and underneath is a museum. And I went down there with some Ethiopians, and we spent hours down there going through some of the original books. And I had my little pocket Bible with me. And I sit down with some of the Ethiopians, and they translate the English to me. And it's the same. It's just a different language. So although it was translated by King James into a different version, the meaning remains one and the same. And me find that, you know. So not to say when it comes to the Bible, nobody can really tell me about Bible because I'm a Bible student and I will take on Catholic, Anglican, anybody with the Bible will come because I know it, you know.
Yes, respect. And you know what? I like that you said that, you know, because I met this Jed once, and he told me that he read the Bible in jail, and he told me he read the Bible 3 times. So I said to him, "What's it about?" He said, I don't know what going on. You understand? But you see what you just said about 1 chapter a day? I think maybe if he'd have read it 1 chapter a day, he might have been a bit more knowledgeable because it gets time to sink in.
Because the Bible shows Satan is the art of confusion. And if you read the Bible in a confused state, you will never get the understanding of it. And the priests and the pastors in the church nowadays, they let you read the Bible in a confused state. Because if you go to a church now, and you're in a congregation, the priest are going to say, well, this is the lesson for today. You understand? He never ever tell you, say, read the Bible from the beginning to the end. Because the Bible is just like any book. You read it from the beginning to the end. If you pick up a storybook, you're not going to read from the middle to the front, or the front to the middle and these things. You're going to read it from the beginning to the end because so you get the full understanding.
That's right.
So it's a simple thing. Read it from the beginning to the end. But true is a very complex and big book. You can't read it off in 1 hour, 1 day and these things.
Sure.
And you can't read too much of it because it's like eating too much food. You get too much, you get sick and you vomit the time down, you come like you never eat nothing. So you have to do it in stages. You understand? And when you do it in stages, like chapter every single day. If you start at Genesis 1 today, right? And you miss. Don't go and say, well, boy, I'm going to read Genesis 3 because I miss. No, go to Genesis 2. Just keep it in that level because it's a form of discipline in the mind.
That's right.
Mentally and spiritually, you know.
That's right.
And the Bible is like food, you know, eating food. Like I say, if you eat too much food, you get sick and you vomit it up and you come like you never eat nothing. So you have to eat your food little by little, like little. And the Bible is the same thing. And I learned that, you know. And that was the greatest thing this man, Dr. Vernon Carrington, Prophet, he had taught me. And I really appreciate him for that because it changed my life dramatically, you know.
Respect. Okay, next question is, what drove you to Haile Selassie and the Rasta way of doing things?
Well,
At what age was you?
Well, it's the Bible again, taught me that, because I've been reading the Bible. I see Selassie in the Bible. A lot of people don't see it, but if you don't read it like what I said to you, you're not going to see it,
It's in the Bible, yeah?
Yeah, and people, when I say that, people say, all right, I'm going to look, and then I'm going to look for Selassie I name. No, I didn't mean to go and look for Selassie I name.
Yeah.
You understand? But look for the coming of Selassie is in there. You understand?
Okay. What's that when they talk about the kings and the...
Yeah, of course.
Tribe of Judah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Because we see Selassie come and crown as King of Kings, Lord and last conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. We see him come and reveal himself as that in this time, And it's in the Bible, And I would force certain things on people, because I know a lot of people don't understand. And the only way you're going to understand is if you read it a chapter a day like how I read it, And what I find nowadays now is that even a lot of Rasta man nowadays, them say Selassie and Selassie every day, but they don't take the instructions of what Selassie say.
Yes.
And I can't understand how you are saying Selassie, but you're not taking the instructions of what Selassie say.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And him say a lot of things, because when you read the Bible and you accept Selassie, there's other books you can read on top of that, which Selassie himself write. Because you have the autobiography of His Imperial Majesty, you have the utterance of His Imperial Majesty. These are all books where Selassie is talking personally of things. You understand? But a lot of Rasta man, them just live in a dreamland and just say Selassie and say that when Selassie says do that, they're not even do that.
Yeah, and a lot of Rasta brothers and all that, they say that Selassie, but some say he's God, some say he can't be God, he's just a man. Some say, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on Selassie?
Well, I've never ever said Selassie God, And I mean, a lot of Rasta man said that, but them can't understand, because I don't understand, because they just living in a dream world, because Selassie himself say him is not no God. You understand? So I can't understand. And Selassie, I tell them, say him himself accept Christ as his personal savior. So, the thing about it, you got, if you really want to accept Selassie, you have to hear what him himself say.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If him say him a God, accept him. But him never say him a God, so I don't understand why a man get up and say him is God. Because one thing we read in the Bible say God is a spirit,
Yes. Yeah.
You understand? And the Bible also say you must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
You understand? And His Imperial Majesty said the same thing. You must worship God in spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
And him also said himself take great pleasure.
Yes.
You understand? Is in accepting Christ as his personal savior.
Yes.
You understand? So even when people say Selassie are Christ and think, they don't know what they are saying, because Selassie himself said him himself accept Christ as his personal savior. You understand? Selassie come like, to put it in a word, as a transition to a further heights. You understand? You don't get hung up on Selassie. Because if you get hung up on him, you get lost completely. You understand? Because there's a further heights. You understand? That means you would never see that spiritual realm where you need to see. You understand? If you get trapped in just back down in Selassie God, Selassie this and that, Because, the Almighty God is a spirit. And that divine spirit take on flesh. You understand?
But you see, what that might be an earth thing, because I've noticed that a lot of great men have come on this earth and they come with a message. And during that time when they're passing on the message, somewhere along the line it gets lost in translation and people start believing that that person is God. It's happened with the Muslims, it's happened with the Christians, it's happened with Rastas, it's happened with Buddha, it's happened with everybody. Yeah, because man love to worship somebody who them can see. Because man want to see something who look like him, because I've been reading the Bible, Israel always have God at their side, It's bring them through all kind of thing, You understand? But them look out and see all the other nations have their own king. And them say, we want one too. But they already had a king, which was God himself. You understand? But they wanted a king what looked like them. You understand? So this is where Saul and all these kings came in. You understand? And brought them through all kind of persecution to this day. You understand? So
when I first got the interview with him, what did I say? Worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yes.
If you worship God in spirit, you can't go wrong. But if you're going to worship him through the flesh of a person, you're going to get lost.
And flesh will fail you as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think, you know what, I think that, this is my theory, I think that, you know, you've got great men in all different colours, shapes and sizes, and they all come with their message, which is all relevant, and as long as they believe in one God, one aim, one destiny, then everything's cool. But a lot of people like to divide up the thing and tell you, say, no, that man's God's not real, and them people, they're not right, and this is that. And I think that whatever your message is, because remember, your message doesn't have to be in English, it could be in many different colours.
That's right.
I mean, many different languages, But as long as you know there's one aim, one God, one destiny, I think people have got too much divided gods. Where they say, my God is near, rare, and this God, like, it's not all the same thing.
That's right. They know how to split it up. And there's only one. Yeah, that's why I say, if you worship in the spirit, you can't go wrong. Because can you see the spirit?
No.
All right. But you can see all these gods which they want you to worship.
yeah. I chill. All right, Cecil, Father. Besides Big U, who else was your role model as a young man growing up, if you had any?
My role model, you know, like I said, I wouldn't say like some other role model. My father was my role model, because my father is my father, and you know, and I grew up with my father, and you know, I always honor thy mother and thy father. My father was a man, you know.
Yeah.
I always look upon him, you know, as probably the main role model, you know, the father. I'm never saying my father was a Rasta man, but you know, he was a man who looked after him family, and looked after me as a youth, you know. And when I was a young man, I was a kind of like a bad boy and thing, and I always used to get disciplined with my father, you know. He really angered me away, you understand? But it was naturally back in those days, you know, parents have to deal with them youth away. I don't like now where you can't hit your youth or use your strap on your youth. But me used to get enough strap lick and them thing there from my father, because when me used to bad, you understand?
Keep you in check.
Keep me in check, man. You understand? So I really respect that still, you know. Not saying I do that now with my youths them. You understand me? I say, because it's different generation, and them generation at that time, that's how they deal with the children. Them. You can't wrong them, because that's how them deal with it, you know.
But one thing I want to ask you, Cecil, quickly, do you know, like you just said, the strap and getting licks and all that thing, don't you think that the people them that used to get licks, don't you think that they're a different breed to the ones that don't get licks now? Because I got licks, I got licked till it was it looked horrible, but I still remember them licks kept me in check and made me know what I can do and what I won't do.
Oh yeah, we must keep you in check, because when me used to get my strap, boy, me try not to do anything to get that strap there again, you understand? So, you know, I understand. I mean, you have to remember it's different generation and different teaching and how people grow up, you understand? I mean, this generation, they don't use a strap and them pick them and them thing there again, you understand? Because even if you do that, they lock you up, you understand? So it's a different generation, and I'm never going to put down my father generation for what they done and thing, you understand? Because that's how it was.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think that was a good thing, because you see all now, you see now how the way the system's set up now. You've got you or whatever, whoever's got their you. They lick their you. Their youth can phone up these people and get you in trouble and put you in prison. But that means that your youth, if you don't put down certain rules and regulations and traditions and culture in that youth will grow up carefree, not business about nothing, and when that youth starts to go wrong, it's going to be handed over to the same system.
Well, let's look at
so
it this way.
straps, I think the strap was a good thing.
It depends how you look upon it, because I never use a strap on my kids. I have 5 boys now. 5 boys me grow, my boy, my big boy them now. I never use a strap on none of them. You understand? So you don't need that. I just feel it's different era of education, of how you deal with a situation. My parents' generation, that's how they were educated to deal with it, because probably their parents before, that's how they did. I don't know. You understand?
From slavery,
but me, in my generation, I never had to deal with strap with my youth them. You understand? And maybe it was a frustration at them time there with my parents because I used to bad. You understand? And maybe that was the only way they could contain me at the time. You understand? I mean, my youth, the minister, them not bad, but I never need to use the strap.
Yeah.
I used to sit down and talk with them and think a bit more, which maybe my parents never. They just went straight for the strap. You understand? But me, I could talk to my youth, them, and say my talking to them, and maybe through my teaching again, and my cultural teaching, and as a Rastafarian thing, maybe that did help me to talk. Or I was more educated in a spiritual level, where I never had to adhere to the strap. And maybe that's why it happened in my generation, where I never have to use strap. Because of my spiritual upbringing. Yes. My parents, them hardcore Jamaicans, them from before it was independence. It was a different realms. I mean, they come from slavery, who knows, you know? But I prove say I never need to use a strap. Yes.
All right. We're going to move on now, further down in your life, to a place called Hootananny's, yeah?
Yeah, man.
How did the whole Hootananny's journey start for you, Father Reuben?
Well, the Hootananny is just part of my life in the music business, you know, because a lot of people may think, say, my musical journey and promotion started at Hootananny, but I was promoting shows and things long before I was at Hootananny.
Yeah.
Because like I tell you, say, when I have my sound, I couldn't get no work, so I had to promote my own dances.
That's right.
Keep my own blues, keep my own this and that, buy me drinks, put my man on the door, collect my money and them thing there. Because no one else wouldn't give it, because you had bigger songs out there or the more favourite everybody give.
Yes.
So as a young man, I had to do my own thing. You understand? So over the years, I get my experience by keeping my own things. And I used to, you know, I used to have a lot of friends as artists, and they used to come sing and DJ for my sound and them thing there. And I used to put on like a mini stage shows, you know, like a small thing with my sound and them thing there. So that's how we really started, you know.
Yeah.
I used to put on shows with like Mr. Sparling, Johnny Osborne, all these artists them who was young at them time who nobody really knew. And them thing used to come sing for my sound, a lot of them, you know. This is a long time before I reached Hootananny. You understand? And like I say, the Virgin Gadman, which he had an organization called the 12 Tribe of Israel.
Yes.
And I used to be like the man in the 12 Tribe of Israel who used to help the 12 Tribe of Israel put on little stage shows to fund the organization. So that kind of helped me a sense, you know. So through being in the 12 Tribe of Israel, helping them put on little mini shows and keeping my own little personal thing. It kind of built me up until, because I've only been at Hootananny about 8 years now.
Okay, I thought it was longer than that.
Man, about 8 years we come out and I've been in this business nearly 40 years old now.
Oh,
you understand? So Hootananny is just like a new baby. You understand? A lot of people know me through Hootananny and the new generations. But if you check a lot of the older generation, they know me, Cecil Reuben, from a man in Brixton, used to keep a lot of dance and little mini stage shows. Like in Brixton Town Hall and little community halls and those kind of things, you know? So that's how me get my little training, and then me reach a Hootananny. And Hootananny kind of gave me a stable ground.
That's right.
Let's put it that way, because then me get my own little place. It's like, that's where I am. So I never have to go run up and down and look venues and look and that. It made my work easier.
Stabilized.
So we started Hootananny, and we started putting on shows at Hootananny. One of my first shows we put on, there was like the Congos, Heptones, and Aswad. Early, one of my first big show was Aswad. I remember Aswad, my brethren them from West London, you know. One of my first show there was Aswad, and it just went on, you know. And because over the years I built up a good reputation with artists and musicians and people, you know, check for me as an honest youth who used to deal with things. I mean, never rob nobody or thief nobody. And people always say, yeah, we work with Cecil, man. We like Cecil, and Cecil a Rasta man, conscious youth and thing. We could deal with him. So when me there out and it was like a blessing. You understand? People would quick come work with me because they know say them now get ripped off.
That's right.
You understand? And so me end up bringing all the foundation hacks where you find in Jamaica, majority of them to Hootananny. You name them, me bring them there. You understand? It's never been done before. The only place we used to do things like that was a place called Jazz Cafe.
Yeah, I know Jazz Cafe.
Yeah, them used to bring a lot of the old artists them there and them used to do them little thing. But since me come out and started, Jazz Cafe get a blow.
Yeah, I find that amazing, you know, that, you know, the Academy, all them big places, you have to pay some big money, but you can go to Hootananny's and you can pay nearly half of that or even less than that, and you can get the same people, and it's just like, I don't know, it's my mum tell me about Hootananny, you know. My mum said she had got a Hootananny and this, that, and I said, what's that? And she said, you know that little place where you pass carpet land and you see that little red place there?
Yeah.
And I look and I've been walking past this place for years. I just thought it was a pub.
Yeah, it used to be. That's what it was. It used to be named George Canyon. Originally, it was a George Canyon pub. Then them changed it to Hobgoblin. Then it was changed to Hootananny. It used to have a little stage in there what was on the floor. It was a joke thing, you know. But when we come there, we change up the thing completely. We change it from a pub to a music venue.
Yes.
You know, and build up the stage more higher. Because that was one of the good things we've done in there. We make the stage higher, proper, so you can see the acts and the artists. Yeah. When it was originally on the floor, you couldn't see nobody or nothing like that. And it was just a place where people just hang around and people used to sell drugs and thing and go. Whatever foolishness used to go on in there and all that kind of thing.
You clean it up.
We just come clean it up completely. And you know, Brixton's a hard place to clean up anything, you know.
Most definitely.
You know, but through we are Brixtonian and people respect we and thing, it made our job a little easier, you know. And let's put it this way, it's the spirit where we brought in there, kind of change it up. Because we never went in there with a spirit of enviness, greed and covetous, or, you know, we brought a Rasta spirit in there. And kind of change up the vibes, you understand? Because one of the first things you see when you come to Hootananny is the red, gold and green flag hang up high, you know. That shows you the kind of place it is. You understand? Because we have all the football flags them there, but right in the middle of them, red, gold and green.
That's right.
You understand? So everybody knows, say, Rasta involved in this.
Most definitely.
You understand? So let me say, you know, we put on a whole part stage shows down there. All the top artists them come. You know, you name it. It's a matter of who has not been there. You know, from Aswad come right up to Eptones, to Bob Andy, to Wailing Souls, to Julian Marley, to Julian Mervyn, to Sugar Minot, you know. Well, we give you the list, you'll be surprised. You know, Abyssinians has been there, you know. Linval Thompson has been there, you know, Tony Tuff has been there, you know, you just name all the original acts them.
If they want to know what they have to do, is go into Hootananny's. What's that little room there with a woolly part?
That's the dressing room.
If you can get in there, right, you will see I'm telling you, there's no wallpaper on this thing. There's only flyers.
History. That's history about thing. All the great Yellow Man come the 3 times. They bring Yellow Man there and then the thing there, you know. We're for artists there. Right now, there's so much artists we can't even remember some of them. Guys, you know, guys amazing, you know, who we have brought there, you know, where people wouldn't think have come there, you know. A lot of the old artists, some of them has even passed now. And a lot of their last show was at Hootananny. Julian Mervyn last show was at Hootananny. Sugar Minot was at Hootananny, you know. Barry Lennon from the Eptones last show was at Hootananny, you know. A lot of them, you know. And, you know, we give thanks. They all came there, you know. And the reason why I could do it like that is because of how you deal with people.
That's right.
How you talk to artists and let them understand. Because like you say, all them come this and go other places and £30 15 £25 and all them things that me can charge £10 and £15 for coming in and them things there. It's how you negotiate with people. And how you talk to people and deal with people. And a lot of people respect what me do, and I could sit down and talk to them. And one thing in this life, in this music business, you have to be honest. You understand? Because there's a lot of cutthroat in the business. And a lot of people come and say, I was an honest youth. Yeah, like I don't like saying I make money every time I do it. I lose a lot. And people respect the fact that when we lose, we still pay them. What we agree. You understand? Because one thing, you must always respect your agreement. And if you don't respect it, if you tell a man say I'll give him £10 and at the end of the day you give him £2, he's not gonna respect you. You understand? No. So if me agree saying I'll give you £10, you'll get your £10, even if me last. And that's why a lot of artists will come back to me. Because them say, boy, Cecil is an honest man, you know. And a lot will come back and say, boy, Cecil, I will work for you for that now, you know. Because I say he's a man who respect and you last time. You understand? And you never come and say to me, say, boy, and cry. You just pay me. So this time I will come and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's how we deal with people at the end of the day. You understand? And true, like me says, my Rasta teaching and my spiritual vibes where I learn.
Yeah.
Make me go through that way there, you know?
Yes. All right. What does Hootananny mean, Father?
Hootananny means, well, Hootananny is a Scottish name, you know.
Okay.
You understand? It's music.
Okay.
Yeah, it means music.
All right.
It's a Scottish thing, you know, because some Scottish people, they buy out the thing, you know, originally and call it Hootananny, you know.
Okay. Clear. All right. Well, like you just said before, there's so much memory. What was one of your most memorable moments at that play? I know you had many.
Well, there's many. But one thing I always sticking in my mind, 2 shows I always sticking in my mind, and people ask me, when me tell them the 2 shows. One was Johnny Keir and Carol Thompson.
Okay.
2 English lovers rock artists.
Yeah.
I really love that show because True is a man who grew up in the lovers rock area as well, and used to love the lovers rock area, and those 2 was 2 of my favorite lovers rock artists.
Yeah.
And to the fact that I could put them on a show together was really good.
Yeah.
And the next one was Bob Andy.
Bob Andy.
Oh my God. But when Bob Andy come out and man, I tell you, I could feel shiver coming down me because the great Bob Andy, and he was just there easy, man, full of grey, right down to the top, and the man just sound like the Bob Andy original, and he put on a very good appearance. There was another one, Abyssinians. Okay. When the Abyssinians come there, man, oh my God, that was a roadblock. The first night, 3 times they come there.
Yeah.
Right? And the first one was a roadblock. People all had jump fence to get in to see Abyssinians and all them kind of thing there, you know?
Yeah.
And you know the great Abyssinians, Sakamasa, Ghana and all them tune, them sing all the old classics them.
Yes.
And the harmony was on point. Because Abyssinians were the best harmony group you could find. Yeah, man. Tell the truth. And the Heptones, because the Heptones was one of my first favorite group when I was a young man.
Yeah.
Because my bigger brother he grew up in the Rocksteady area.
Yeah.
And he used to buy a lot of Rocksteady music, and them time the Heptones was just coming up as a young group. I used to sit down and listen to my brother playing in record there, and Heptones was they were on pint, very wicked harmony group. And the fact that I could have bring them on a show was amazing.
Yes.
You understand? The great Leroy Sibbles and Barry Elliman, you know. Earl Morgan wasn't there at the time because Earl Morgan and Leroy must have fall out. But it's still at the Heptown sound there, man. I'm going to tell you, they mash up the Hootananny. You know, I mean, a man love groups.
Yeah.
I mean, love harmonies.
Yeah.
You know? And the Wailing Souls was the next group when we bring there, man. And the Wailing Souls. Oh my God. They're amazing, man. You know?
All right. So, as a top South promoter now, yeah, what can people expect coming down to Hootananny?
Well, they can expect good vibes, number one. As you come through the door, you feel good vibes. And you find a unified vibe. Because one thing we bring out tonight, we never turn it into a black place.
Yeah.
We just play black people or black Jamaicans or thing. Because we learn over the years, say, you know, a lot of time when the black, we just be a black thing, it mash up, especially in a Brixton, because sometimes we don't respect each other.
Yeah.
You know, I find, say, when you go down and just play black people, well, then just watch and screw each other and what if a fuss happen? So when we go out tonight, I say, I'm not going to do the same traditional thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it to a multicultural venue.
Yes.
So we invite black, white, Chinese, Indian. We promote the thing to everybody. And over the years, that is what kept Hootananny. It's a unified place. When you come there, you see all different nations come there. And one thing we find with that is that even when my people now come there and them see different nations, they behave themselves.
They respect it.
Yeah, they respect it. I don't know why that them do that, you know. But when them come and see Indian and white people in the same venue with them just stand up and behave themselves. When they come in and see them own brother and sister, they go on with some attitude.
Maybe, you know what, maybe that's due to the order of view as well, you know. Because it's like if I have a big birthday party, yeah, and I invite all my lads and all my friends them, and people come in there and see 2 Chinese, 2 Indian and 2 white people, yeah, they might look at the fire and say, you know what, sir, are the big man enough? Respect the thing. And that's why it's probably because of the love that you're giving out to people. People know, say, I can't really come in here and embarrass myself. And if I embarrass myself, I'm going to look stupid in front of Father Reuben. So let me just easy.
When you're saying that, I wouldn't agree with that. And can we keep all the dance and show over the years? And people come in and fight and make and think, and everybody know me same way. But it's more for my people, Jamaicans. You understand? Back in the day, keep all that thing, man, come with them gun and all kind of thing, and dance, all kind of thing. You understand? But me say, when we go out and I change my format, I bring different nations amongst my people. Them build themselves. And those who even want to carry gun and thing, they don't even want to come there because they feel uncomfortable in the air. I don't know if they feel so the white man or the chairman of the police. I don't know about that. But my friends say them humble themselves and them cool. But if it was all Jamaicans and think, I used to keep a lot of dance in the 80s and 90s, you know. You understand? And man, don't want people come in, man, want come in with them gun, man, want to do all kind of thing and you understand?
You switch up the formula.
When I started the formula and it work. I'm not telling you, it work, and I'm not going to change it because I don't probably tell me, they're going to say, oh, you have so much white man in the dance, oh, you have so much this right. I say, yeah, man, them fit there and all that because I'm keep with people like you.
Yes, Father Reuben. All right. Next question is now, as a black man growing up in England now, how do you feel to know that you've put yourself in a position to be one of the biggest promoters in South London when it comes to all type of music?
Well, it's true hard work, you know. I don't know if you put myself in a place, it just happened, you know, because, you know, I mean, you're saying South London, but Hootananny win 2 awards, 2 years straight, best live music venue, and, you know, 2 years straight. And
was that in England?
Yeah, Hootananny win that, you know, because we was recognized for the shows we put on there, and we was up against a lot of big venues. We was up against Academy, Coco, O2, Jazz Caf, Forum, all these top venues where you'll find big venues. They were all in the same pot, but we came out on top.
Victorious.
And we was recognized for our works. And to me, that's one of the greatest acclaim that could happen. That I was put up against all these people, because Hootananny is the baby amongst all of them. And we came up on top, it's like David and Goliath. We slew Goliath. You understand? And I mean, look Academy. Academy holds 5,000 people, you know, it's a big venue. And keep some big shows over the years, and we beat them. So I always say is what we are doing and the spirit and the vibes what we have in Hootananny. That is what kept us. You know? And when you say top promoter, top promoter in the sense that I know if you deal with people. I'm gonna rob people. People skills. And I'm honest, and I'm gonna tell you as it is. You understand? Because people will come to me and say, boy, since you put me on a show, and me say, and them say they want X amount of this and that. I'm just tell them, say, no, I'm not gonna do it because you're not gonna make that amount of money for me. All you're going to do is make me put in money in your pocket. So you need to come down reasonable. You understand? Because you don't have X amount of funds for me to pay you that, what you want. Because some artists and them greedy, you know. They're very greedy. Them things say, you know, them must get that, but them can't even bring in 20 people. You understand? Me have more fans than them. Because me prove it, because me a man like to prove my thing, you know. And with role play, you know, because me keep my birthday party and me get 900 people coming to my birthday party. And you as a big artist, you say you is. And you can't even bring in 100 people, but you want 3 grand. You understand? How that will work? And me who's not an artist or nothing, me can bring in 900 people just by my name alone. You understand? So don't come and tell me, say, me must pay you that. You understand? And when the dance done, you don't even have 100 people that come in to listen to you. So just tell them straight how it go, and people respect me for my honesty. I think that really keep me, you know? Yes, Father.
Alright, last thing I'm going to ask you now, What advice can you give to the young and old black man nowadays that is maybe not found their feet yet, or maybe looking for a direction or somewhere to, you know, blossom in England right now? What advice can you give as a man who's been through a lot?
Well, I used to do a lot of youth work, you know, in Brixton, you know, because as a youth worker, you know, I deal with a lot of the gun crime thing, you know, because I remember a lot of gang thing I used to go on, you know. And as a youth worker, I talk to enough youth and change enough youth ways still, you know. You know, and tell enough you to put on them gun and all them thing there. And enough you give me them gun and thing, you know, we bring it and give it to the priest and all them thing there, you know. Yeah, enough things we do in the Brixton, and know, people don't know, you know. Because we're not going to bring it to the police and them thing there, because they will all lock you up. So we just bring it to the priest, because so we know it from Jamaica. You just bring, if a youth say, boy, I want to turn him with, I want to turn him gun, you know, we just take it and give it to the priest and say, boy, deal with it. You understand? And enough you put on them gun and change them life through the youth work what we done in Brixton, because Brixton was a volatile era for gangs and all these kind of things. Cool down now a little, you know. You know, and you know, I use a lot of my experience as a Rasta man. Because maybe if I wasn't a Rasta man, and I couldn't have done what I have done, you know. And I have experienced badness as a youth, you know, because I know what badness is. So I could talk to a lot of the youth and tell them about badness and what it was and what me got through as a youth and so forth. That kind of helped me. And you know, all me can say now is to the new generation, is just so learn to love yourself. Because some of them don't even love themselves, you know, I find, you know. You know, when they talk to a lot of the youngsters, they don't even love themselves. Or maybe, I don't know if it's the way them bring up. You understand? They have a lot of thing within them. You understand? First you got to love yourself. And then, when you love yourself, you got to love your brother. You understand? Just like you love your own self. You understand? Because when you start love yourself, you will love your brother, and you will understand how you feel love your brother when you love your own self, you know? And stop living in an illusion. You understand? Because a lot of them is living in a fantasy world. You know, and I know it's a lot of it is to do with society, or what society has bestowed upon them. You know, society has turn their mind violent. You know, a lot of the games when them give them to play and all these kind of things, a lot of these things influence them young youth bad. And the youth want to go and react in a reality on the road. Yeah, I see it. You know? And a lot of the time, a lot of the parents is to blame, because a lot of the parents just abandon them youth. Them not pay them no mind, them not talk to them. You know? Because when I was doing a lot of the youth work, when we used to go and sit amongst the youth and the parents, we realized that the parents don't even know what the youth are doing, nothing about the youth. You understand? I never tell the parents, say, do you know, say, your youth this and this, and I'm surprised. They're surprised. You understand? Because they don't talk to them youth. A lot of the generation of me and who have youth, they don't talk to them youth. At all. And the youth, them just gone astray, and the youth, I look to other people, feel like the role model, and them go and see the wrong set of people. Because first thing a youth see, him see a man out there I sell drugs and I will hold up gold and money and care and he want to be like him.
That's right.
You understand? So end up that the man on the corner who sell the drugs and he become the role model for the youth them. And the youth them try to emulate, because he knows the man on the corner have him gun and all them things there. No man want to do the same thing. You understand? So my influence is say, love yourself, you know, and read the Bible, number one, and check black history. And look where we're coming from, what we've been through. We've been through a lot as black people. And, you know, all we are doing now is giving society an excuse to eliminate it.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, big man. I want to say blessings today, for your time, for your knowledge that you bestowed on the general public and myself.
Yes, Johnny, man.
I want to say respect, brother. And you've always been a person that I respected highly.
Give thanks.
From Brixton. You've always held your humbleness, held your craft, done what you was doing, and up until now you're still doing your thing, my brother. So one thing I'm going to ask you, is there anybody that you want to big up or shout out to?
Well, just big up to everyone who know me and thing, and who don't even know me and thing, you know, because a lot of people know me, I don't even know them, you know. So all those people who know me, I don't know. You just big up same way, you know. And give thanks for your support in what I am doing, you know. Because I'm trying to do the right thing still, you know. And come check me out at Hootananny, because we have some good shows down there. See, we have all the big sound system here, you know, and thing, you know. We're ready for anything out there, you know. Because I just rebuild my sound, because I'm a sound man from back in the 70s, you know. We just rebuild back my sound, you know. And we have a powerful machine ready to take the world out there. See, right as and old as I am, I still love play sound system. But me have me youth them now who really take up the mantle. You understand? Them is not here now, but them really run the business and thing now, you know. Cause one thing, you know, if you don't have no youth or anybody pass it down, it will come like it's vain.
Yeah.
And a waste of time. You must have somebody to pass down your talent to.
Yes.
And I pass it down to my youths them. Like I say me a 5 boy, you know, and see there?
Yeah.
What me make sure that them never get caught up in the gang thing.
Yeah.
Them stay in the music.
That's right.
That is to me, out of everything I do, is my greatest achievement. Is to make sure that my youth them never go astray and them stay within the music thing, because the music me love. Me never force them into it, but them see what me I do and them love what me I do. And me kind of nurture them and help them to come into it.
Yes.
Because if they never do that, they will lie in the gang thing just like everybody else. Because the people love follow friend.
Yeah. All right, big man.
Yeah, man.
Enough love and respect,
Yeah, man. Rastafari, Selassie. You know, just take care of yourself and just keep up the good work what you are doing, you know?
All right, blessing King.
Yeah, man. Rastafari.
Blessing King.
Uncle Drummer TV, rules for your brains, rules for your heart. Never complain.